We'll take a look at our tail of the tape here, presented by our friends at Cage Muscle. But also 10 years the senior of his opponent, Alex Nicholson, with a 3-inch reach advantage. And Nicholson, finally a real heavyweight, comes in carrying 235 pounds on that 6'4" frame. Lillian Garcia gets the heavyweight start.
Before we get to the introductions, the PFL would like to send a huge thank you to MGM Resorts International for hosting the PFL Playoffs here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Their hospitality has truly been incredible, and we definitely look forward to coming back next season. All right, fight fans, this is the last quarterfinal fight in the heavyweight division, and it is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he specializes in jiu-jitsu. Standing at 6'1", weighing in at 229 pounds. In 33 professional bouts, this veteran has a record of 24 victories, 7 defeats, 1 draw, and 1 no contest. He is the number 6 seed, fighting out of Chapuri, Brazil. Here is Francimar Barroso. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. His background is in kickboxing. He stands at 6'4", weighing in officially at 235 pounds. In 22 professional bouts, he has a record of 14 victories and 8 defeats. He is the number 3 seed, fighting out of Apopka, Florida. Here is Alex Nicholson. Your referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean will supervise what is sure to be a heated affair between Francimar Barroso in the silver trunks, Alex Nicholson in the blue. Touch of the gloves in our last heavyweight quarterfinal is underway. Body shot from Barroso. And an inside leg kick. One thing we've learned about the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Barroso, he's not afraid of striking exchanges.
He is not afraid of that, but at the same time, throwing these big strikes at the beginning, that's going to get Alex Nicholson to plant his feet and be willing to trade, and that's a great time for Barroso to look for the takedown.
Nicholson steps forward with a 1-2-1. None of them land. Another inside leg kick. Already 3 or 4 of those from Barroso. Goes to work on the outside low leg. Barroso snatches that single. They'll attempt a trip here. Down goes Nicholson. Hammer fist from the bottom for the Spartan Alex Nicholson.
Those look painful. And look at Alex. He's not going to concede this bottom position. He's not going to accept the bottom. Working to get back to his feet. Barroso doing a good job of staying on him, but great job by Nicholson in getting out. That's what he said he was going to do in those situations.
Big right hand there lands for Barroso. Nicholson in trouble. Another left sneaks onto the neck of Alex Nicholson.
Barroso's got to be careful, though. If Nicholson doesn't go down from the big shot, he's still dangerous with his explosive power.
Shovel uppercut there. Nicholson goes down from the right hand. Barroso dives on top into half guard. Alex Nicholson clenching those hands together in a gable grip, perhaps for dear life.
He's holding on to that position. He doesn't want to allow Barroso the big go-to advance.
Let's get that. Get on that hip. Get ready to push left hip. On the way. On the way.
That's Roger Crawl inside the corner of Alex Nicholson. On the right is his father, Mark.
On the way, Alex. Out the back. Out the back. Out the back.
Nicholson labors back to his feet. As you said, not willing to concede bottom position. Was that enough time for him to fully recover from being dropped? It would appear so from the early separation here.
Well, you heard Roger Crawl screaming to him other way as he was getting up. He exposed himself to a head and arm choke. but Nicholson is so powerful. He was able, and athletic, he was able to muscle his way out of that and not allow himself to get in too much danger. And that's got to be scary for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
A stumble in from Nicholson, but also landing these right hands. And now it's a brawl again. Nicholson rushes forward with a flying knee. Vidal grabs another single leg and dumps the Spartan to his back.
Anybody tell these guys they got to fight again tonight?
It is fight twice and win twice for whoever emerges as the victor here.
Nicholson's nose or his lip is bleeding.
No, it's the eyebrow of Vidal.
Vidal, wow, okay.
Francimar Barroso with a cut over his eye. Depending on the severity of that, could potentially derail his plans later in the evening. First things first, he's got 90 seconds left in the first round of this quarterfinal.
Good job by Nicholson turning the face, now reaching for, digging for the underhooks.
90 seconds!
Knee to the belly there, and to the forehead. Francimar Barroso says that's a low blow. Herb Dean agrees with him. We'll pause here for up to 5 minutes as Francimar Barroso recovers from the low blow.
Now I wonder after the fact, because Herb Dean was trying to step in and stop it. Here's the shot. It may have gone forward into the cup. That shin sometimes catches the cup coming up. I have to look at that again. That was the late shots after the ref stepped in.
It's not always the point of the knee that hits the cup. Sometimes, as you mentioned, it's that shin that clacks off of the protector. Really tough to tell from that angle. Nicholson thought it was a clean shot.
Maybe the shin hit that and brought it up. Maybe hitting the hit it where it hit the shorts and brought the cup up into the groin. That's a possibility, and you know it's never fun. There's nothing to do in that situation. You feel the pain. You react to that.
If you've been watching our PFL playoffs really all season, this is eerily similar to a situation we had in a welterweight semifinal.
Yes, with David Michaud and Danko França.
David Michaud got hit inadvertently in the groin, and then the follow-up to the head. He was very upset about it. That one may have galvanized him to a victory, though. We'll see if Barroso built some momentum off of it. We have Mark Nicholson, Alex's father, mic'd up. Mark, can you hear me here on the broadcast booth?
I can hear you, Sean.
My question for you is, Alex Nicholson promised us that he was going to fight more carefully, more cerebral. Do you feel like he's doing that so far in this fight?
Yes, I do. I think he stayed back and he maintained the distance from trying to frame, keep the frame, keep him from getting the takedown. And, Barroso's just really good at it, I mean, there's nothing you can do when a guy's that good at something. He's coming in with it, and oh, here we go. Here we go.
Back underway here. Thank you, Mark Nicholson. Immediately down to a single leg goes Barroso. Hammer fist from Nicholson. Nice sprawl there, and then a roll from Barroso, followed with another kick. Now Nicholson on top, hammer fist from the Spartan. He'll stand back up, beckon Barroso to his feet with 1 minute remaining. Another right hand lands for Barroso. Alex Nicholson is shrugging them off and marching forward. Inside leg kick there.
Nicholson has a lot of power, and him stalking Barroso right now tells me that he's very confident that he can eat these shots from Barroso. He's taken some big shots, got knocked off his feet once, but he doesn't look to be suffering any damage from those shots.
Yeah, it looks like he has recovered completely. Walking down the big goat, walks right into a jab there, continues his dogged pace. Another right hand for Barroso. Nicholson does not care. Loading up there, potentially for a flying knee, thinks better of it. 10 seconds left here. A knee, a right, a left from Nicholson. Furious pace to finish round number 1. We'll be back for round 2. Welcome back to heavyweight action here at Mandalay Bay. Sean O'Connell, Eve Edwards, cage side. It's PFL Playoffs, fight twice and win twice. Inside the cage, a couple of heavyweights. Francimar Barroso, Alex Nicholson in the blue trunks. Running it back from a regular season matchup. That one won by Barroso.
Nicholson has a look in his eye of determination. He's moving forward. Oh, that was a groin shot. That was a groin shot. He kind of missed. He was trying to throw the kick to the body, and as he slipped, it seemed to me like he hit the cup on the way up.
The second groin shot of this fight. Francimar Barroso lying down in pain. Really no question about that one, Eve.
No question at all. And as you notice, it hit the cup, and it was kind of a glancing blow, but what happens is the cup is floating around in the jock strap, and as it brushes against the groin, it hurts.
Just caught it at the end of the toes there. Francimar Barroso gets up to 5 minutes to recover from this groin shot. Another inadvertent strike. We'll see how referee Herb Dean handles this one. Calls the timeout there.
Doesn't look like a whole lot of power, but just imagine when your mom flicks your ear when you're a little kid. It's kind of it's like that. The cup hits you and it hurts. It's very tender. It's very easy to hurt that part of the body.
There's the semifinalist who's already secure in his spot in the next round. Jared Rosholt will face the winner of this bout in the semifinal matchup. Nicholson seems a little bit upset about the reaction here.
Okay, so the angle, the commissioner reviewed it, the angle showed, and I actually heard the cut. So I'm not saying that you're doing anything illegal. I think you're fighting in earnest. I'm not taking points.
Okay.
I think you're fighting in earnest, but I did hear it.
Okay, yes, sir.
It makes a distinct sound.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
Just wait right here. We'll see. We'll talk to this guy. See what we're ready to do.
No point taken there from Herb Dean. Unintentional.
Inadvertent. Barroso does have 5 minutes. I don't know where we are on his clock right now.
Yeah? You sure? I know, but it's a scramble.
We'll go back inside Alex Nicholson's corner here if we get a chance. Talk to his father, Mark, once again.
Yes. Yes.
A unique situation here. You've got a pause in the middle of a round. You got to try and stay focused strategically right here. Is Alex in the right headspace as we get started again?
Yeah, you know him. He's ready to go. It was inadvertent, so here we go.
Touch of the gloves again. Thank you, Mark. Nicholson, once again, the aggressor, stalking down Francimar Barroso. Big right hand misses for Barroso. Those were landing earlier in the fight.
His right hands were landing for Barroso earlier, but they weren't really affecting Nicholson.
Push kick there from Nicholson. Barroso protesting again.
That was off of the thigh. It may have glanced the cup, but that was definitely not intentional. I don't know if that hit the groin. It looked like it was off the top of the thigh. Not a good angle on that one.
Really can't tell anything from that angle. We'll take a look again at that first angle to see if we can deduce.
That was off the thigh.
Inside of the thigh, maybe the outside of the ankle bone or something would have glanced the cup. But
maybe as Barroso was turning, the cup came into contact with Alex Nicholson, but that's nobody's fault.
Herb Dean going over to the commissioner's table, asking for an explanation of what the replays are showing.
The commissioner seems to agree with what we were saying about it being off the thigh.
Frustrating turn of events for both fighters here. Francimar Barroso wants to continue this. Alex Nicholson taking a point here. That's 3 groin shots. Even if they're all ruled to be inadvertent, 3 is too many.
1 is too many. But I understand. I disagree with that last one being called a groin shot.
You ready to fight? Let's fight.
That, of course, puts Alex Nicholson in a position where he likely needs to get a finish, penalize the point here. 4 minutes left in this bout, but also egging him on. Now calling the Spartan forward. Nicholson always happy to oblige when someone's calling him on. Jab there from Nicholson. Inside leg kick from Barroso. Big right hand. Nicholson in trouble again. Barroso goes to work. Nicholson scrambling back to his feet. He's able to recover once again. Now grabs the clinch. Knees the big goat. Spinning back fist. This fight looks a lot like the first one in the regular season. Up and down goes the big goat. Nicholson on bottom. 4 minutes remain.
What a sequence right there. Alex Nicholson lands the big knee. Barroso presses on him, gets to the double, takes him for a ride. Now he's in a really good position here, but he has to be patient. This is where Alex Nicholson will hold on tight, and as soon as he feels the moment that he can explode, he'll explode and get back to his feet. So Barroso's got to shut all of that down.
How do you get out from under this, Steve?
Nicholson has to fight for that right underhook, but also scoot onto his butt, scoot onto his left hip.
Dean encouraging the action from Barroso, doesn't want him to just lock it down.
To do that, he needs to cross face and push Barroso's head away from him, not put his arm behind Barroso's head like he is right now. Barroso's going to be searching for that head and arm. If he transfers his arm above Nicholson's head, just like this, now he's going to try to put Nicholson flat on his back. But Alex is a strong guy. He's going to try to turn belly down. Good job by Barroso rolling through, but Nicholson uses that scramble to escape.
Nicholson attempts a right hand from the bottom, but he's still got 240 plus pounds on top of him.
Nicholson's got to kick off. He's got to push away, get to a butterfly or half guard position to start working to get back to his feet.
Take a look inside.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Pressure. Your chin on his elbow. No, don't lose the position. Yeah, that's it, exactly. Crucifix position, Francimar.
North-south goes Francimar Barroso. Just over 1 minute left here in this heavyweight quarterfinal.
Now Nicholson needs to turn either way hard right now. Stuff the head, not the shoulder. Push on the head and push Barroso's head down, crushing his body, folding him in half so that Nicholson can work to get back to his feet. Nicholson going for the
Kimura here.
He's got to bend that elbow. Nicholson has to bend that elbow and put the pressure on it. Right now, that arm being straight is relieving the pressure on the shoulder. Nicholson needs to bend that elbow, and Barroso is probably trying to extend his arm straight because that relieves the pressure from the shoulder.
Barroso is out of trouble here. Late attempt there from Alex Nicholson. 20 seconds remain. The big goat knees away of the prone Alex Nicholson.
This is a technical heavyweight brawl from two like barroom ballers type styles.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, Alex Nicholson almost gets a choke from the bottom.
Almost pulls off the choke. We're coming to a close here in this heavyweight quarterfinal. Gutty performance from both guys, which of course is what we expected.
Both these guys, they don't really care for each other. They respect each other as fighters. They also want to beat the other man badly. We saw them really go at it, and Alex Nicholson fighting hard to get back in this one.
Alex Nicholson back from the brink twice in this fight. How will the judges see this one? Another heavyweight quarterfinal in the book. Here's our Cageonomics. 4 takedowns for Francimar Barroso. Overall advantage in the total strikes landed. How will the judges see it, though? For that information, we go to Lillian Garcia inside of the Smart Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And the totals are 2017, 1918, and 1918, all for your winner by unanimous decision and advancing in the heavyweight semifinals, Francimar Barroso!
So the first time around, it was a slobber knocker, back and forth fight. Francimar Barroso wins by a narrow margin. In the second fight, we get a lot of the same.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.